What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panfro Games, and in today's video we have another easy shiny hunting exploit location for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and we're currently trying to cover every single Pokemon in the game that is possible for an exploit location. And I realized we haven't covered all the Paradox Pokemon, so this video is going to cover a ton of the Paradox Pokemon for both Scarlet and Violet, which is really exciting to me. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel and enjoy my type of content, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like as well, and consider joining the Pan Fam by becoming a channel member today. So to begin, we're going to be outside of Area 0 at the 0 gate. If you didn't know, this is where you can actually make a picnic still. And I'm going to be starting off in Pokemon Scarlet first, but this first hunt is actually a hunt that we can do both in Scarlet and Violet. So, of course, like any other hunt, you're going to want to save your game, because if you make a mistake in your sandwich, don't get the shiny in 30 minutes, you can just come back to your save, reload. It's like you didn't spend anything. And we're going to set up a picnic right here. Big thing is you can't set up a picnic in Area 0, which is pretty unfortunate, but it is not the end of the world. So we're going to do a normal type sandwich here. And, of course, there's multiple recipes to do it. But I'm going to take the shortcut method, which is going to be 1 chorizo and double salty, and then from here we're gonna be able to make our normal type sandwich. Of course, you could do the 1 cucumber 1 pickle method with triple chorizo as well, and nearly any 2 herba mystica as well, but this one's a little bit faster and easier at the end of the day. There we have it, sparkling title encounter level 3 for normal type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. So where we're gonna go is we're gonna ride Pokemon. We're gonna go through the 0 gate here, and take some time to get through the gate, and then we're going to go to research area 4, because this is where we can do essentially a sort of like a town reset, but with no actual town, with this excellent crystal reset location. So you want to teleport down here, and we're going to leave out here, and then we're going to go down this path, and we're going to be pretty much in the Crystal Cavern spot. So because we did a normal type sandwich, we're going to be getting a lot of Dunsparces, and shiny Dunsparce is very obvious. It's going to be a pink shiny, and we're going to keep going down, and then when we get to this little sign thing right here, we're going to make a right, and then from over here we're going to see this crystal. We're going to go right over to this crystal, and we're going to go to the second half of the crystal area. Technically it is a separate crystal in general, and then we're going to go over here on this rock, and we're just gonna wait for spawns to come in, and you're gonna get a lot of spawns. Now you can get Dunsparce and the Dunsparce 2 segmented. Unfortunately 3 segment does not spawn in, and you're gonna go all the way back, let them all despawn, and then run up forward, let them spawn in again. And you want to get as close as possible, because the closer you are, the more spawns you can get further in the back. And sometimes the Dunsparce will fall, which is pretty funny, but you can see we got no shiny there. So we're gonna go back, I'm going to go up again, and we're just going to keep on doing this until we eventually get our pink shiny Dunsparce, or the Dunsparce. And both of them are the exact same shiny, very obvious colors for both of them, so we don't have to worry about anything on that. But if you have the shiny charm and you're doing a level 3 sandwich like I am, and considering how fast this method is, you can probably get a shiny within a sandwich or 2, or maybe even multiple within 1 sandwich as well, depending on your luck. Now, I will say this is probably going to be one of the best methods, if not the best method, of actually trying to get the 3 segment Dunsparce, because you're going to get so many Dunsparce spawns coming in that, you'll probably get a couple of shiny Dunsparces per sandwich, and each shiny Dunsparce you get will have a 1 out of 100 chance of evolving into a 3 segmented Dunsparce. So keep that in mind while you're doing this hunt, that this is probably going to be the best method of actually trying to farm to get a shiny, the Dunsparce 3 segmented form. And that took about 25 minutes to get our first shiny. A little bit unlucky, but hey, there we go. We got ourselves a shiny Dunsparce right over here. Very obvious to tell it is pink. He will try to run away from you, so you got to keep that in mind while you're trying to do this shiny hunt. Now, you want to be a little bit quick on the draw to get these shinies, but there you go. That is shiny Dunsparce, and hopefully it can evolve into a shiny 3 segment Dunsparce for you. And let's begin our next hunt. Now, for our next shiny hunt, we're gonna go for a poison type sandwich, and we're gonna be doing this with 1 thing of noodles and double salties. There we have it, sparkling title encounter level 3 for poison type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. And once again, we are going to the exact same spot, so jumping off that rock onto the 2 crystal structures on the right side of Area 0. And then looking at the rock here, and we're gonna have both Glimlet and Glimmora spawn on these spots. Now we're gonna have clusters for the Glimlet with a leader Glimmora, but you're also gonna have individual spawns for the Glimmora here too. The Glimmet are a little bit harder to see, but the shinies are pretty obvious for both of them. Both of them are gonna have a teal color shiny, so you just gotta pay attention to the teal color head of both the Glimlet and the Glimmora, and you'll probably be able to get this shiny within a sandwich or two. Now for our next sandwich, we're gonna be doing a fighting type sandwich in Pokemon Scarlet. So we're gonna be using 1 Pickle and 2 Salties. And there we go, it's Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for fighting type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. Now with a fighting type sandwich, we're gonna be able to shiny hunt for Great Tusk, and Great Tusk of course is exclusive to Pokemon Scarlet, so you wouldn't be able to do this in Violet with a fighting type sandwich. You'd be getting different Pokemon. But you can see how many Great Tusks are spawning in, and the shiny for Great Tusk is very obvious. It's going to be yellow and brown instead of like the purple and red. So the shiny is going to stand out, and once again, this is going to be the best spot to hunt pretty much nearly all the Paradox Pokemon that can spawn in the research area for. Because look how many are spawning in. It's so insane. It's better than running around and just, you know, it's like still an active hunt because you're moving back and forth. So I do like this hunt a lot. It's not terribly boring, and it's still going to nail you pretty much every Paradox that comes down here. So this is really cool, and hopefully you get this shiny within a sandwich or two. Now we're going to be doing a ghost type sandwich for Pokemon Scarlet to get Fluttermane, but if you do this during the daytime, which I'm going to be demonstrating here, we can actually get a very special exploit that's exclusive to Pokemon Scarlet. So we're going to use 1 red onion and double salty. And there we have it, Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for ghost type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. Now you may notice that we're getting 0 spawns while walking around with a ghost type sandwich. The reason being is ghost type Pokemon cannot spawn during the day normally. However, because we are in area 0 and there technically is no day or time occurring, we're actually manipulating the system here. So we actually are having Fluttermane spawn around us, but if it's not a shiny, they immediately despawn. So we're just gonna sit here. You don't even have to go back and forth. We're gonna sit here until a shiny Fluttermane eventually appears on our screen. Of course, you can do this in any part of Research Area 4 to do this as well, but just to showcase that, yes, you can literally just sit here, just angle your camera in a way where you can see a lot of like the spawns, and eventually a shiny will appear, and you're gonna know it's gonna work because once a shiny appears, you'll be like, oh, it worked out. And literally, guys, that was 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding. 5 minutes, and we got a shiny Fluttermane just appearing right here. Like I said, they're constantly spawning in and out, in and out. This is gonna be a super fast and easy shiny for us to get. And there you go. That is a legitimate OP exploit to get shiny Fluttermane, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I will say this is currently the best Pokemon in VGC at the moment. It is like on 50% plus teams in VGC double. So highly recommend getting this Pokemon. And there you go. And let's go on to our next shiny hunt. And our next shiny hunt is going to be a grass type sandwich for Pokemon Scarlet. We're going to be using 1 piece of lettuce, 1 salty, and 1 sour. And there we go. It's Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for grass type Pokemon, and ready to begin our hunt. And the shiny we can hunt with this is going to be Mr. Brute Bonnet. And this is a very obvious shiny. It's actually the same shiny as a Moongus if you didn't know. Instead of the red, it's going to be a blue Pokeball cap. And as you can see, we're going to get a ton of them spawning in, about 15 spawning in. So this is going to be a very easy hunt, just like Great Tusk. So hopefully you get this shiny fast and easy, and we'll be ready to begin our next hunt. And for our last Scarlet exclusive hunt, we're going to be using 1 tomato and double salty for a fairy type sandwich. And there we go. We have Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for fairy type Pokemon, and ready to begin this shiny hunt. Now with a fairy type sandwich, it won't be an isolate hunt for Springtail. However, we will be getting mostly Screamtails here and about 1 or 2 Fluttermanes coming in, but I do think is a really good ratio. Now, if we did a psychic type sandwich, we would be getting Espartha with Screamtail. So that's sort of up to you if you do want to get shiny Espartha, but I figure more people are going to want to have the Fluttermane as a backup option here. But this is still going to be a phenomenal spot to hunt for Screamtail in Pokemon Scarlet. And the shiny for Screamtail is very obvious. It's going to be a purple shiny. So it's going to be a much darker pink color that's going to be almost purple. The eyes on it are going to be red, and its actual tail is going to be purple instead of pink. So it's going to be super easy to notice from a crowd. You don't have to like zoom in or use binoculars or anything like that to tell. You'll just be able to see. So hopefully you get this shiny within a sandwich or two. And that's going to be our last Pokemon Scarlet hunt. Now we're going to be moving on to our Pokemon Violet version exclusive hunts. Now for our next hunt, we're going to be making a ghost type sandwich. I am going to be doing the long form method, which is going to require 1 set of pickles, 1 set of cucumbers, 3 servings of red onion, and then pretty much any 2 Herba Mysticas. And there we have it, Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for ghost type sandwiches, and ready to begin this hunt. Now with a ghost type sandwich in Violet, you can get Dreepy and his evolved form Dracolock spawning here as well. You don't get a full 15 spawns because it's a weird spawn on this rock for them, because technically they're not actually supposed to spawn up on this rock, but I've been consistently able to get about 2 quads showing up. Now the shinies for these are pretty obvious. Instead of the red, it's gonna be bright yellow, and the body color is slightly different. So you can try this location, but another great spot for Dreepy and Dracoloak is actually just going down to the water and running around of a ghost type sandwich, as they'll be the only things that appear as well. And for this sandwich, we're doing the long form, which is gonna be 3 servings of yellow bell pepper, 1 serving of cucumber, 1 serving of pickle, and pretty much any 2 Herba Mystica. There we go. We got Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for electric type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. And with our electric type sandwich, we'll exclusively be getting Iron Hands up here. And shiny Iron Hands is actually going to be really easy to tell. So the one on the top right is actually not as shiny. It is just turned off, because that's sort of a problem with the general iron Pokemon, is that they will turn off and they will look different, but that doesn't mean they're actually shiny. A shiny one is going to be pretty much all chrome. There's going to be no blue to it. So probably the best way to look is look at its head and look at its back and its pants. If you see that it still has this dark blue color, that means it is not a shiny. But if it is all silver chrome like its body really is right now, then yeah, it's going to be a shiny Iron Hand. So just pay attention to the chrome. That's going to help you out for a lot of these shiny hunts in general for these Paradox Pokemon in Pokemon Violet. And we're doing a water type sandwich for Iron Bundle next. And for this one, we're doing the long form, which is 4 servings of cucumber, 1 serving of pickle, and pretty much any 2 Herba Mystica. Definitely follow the sheet here on the screen, as this will guide you. Of course, you can also do an ice type sandwich as well, because it is both water and ice. Now with a water or an ice type sandwich, you'll be getting Iron Bundle up on this rock here, and you're gonna get a lot of these bundles. They're gonna be slipping and sliding like the penguins. Sometimes they fall off and die like that one did, which is pretty funny. If one does fall off, another one will come in to replace it. And the shiny for this one is once again going to be a chrome shiny, and it's gonna be really easy to tell in this one, because obviously Iron Bundle is very red, and the chrome one is just going to be a chrome steel metal color. So going to be very easy to pick out from the crowd, and hopefully you get this one within a sandwich or 2. To note, Iron Bundle definitely is one of the best Pokemon in the VGC meta at the moment, so highly recommend getting this as a shiny to flaunt off your team with. And for our next sandwich, we're making a flying type sandwich, and we're going to be using 3 servings of prosciutto, 1 serving of cucumber, 1 serving of pickles, and then pretty much any 2 Herba Mystica. And there we go. We have Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for flying type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. And with a flying type sandwich, we're able to isolate shiny hunt for Iron Jugulis using the exact same method. Now Iron Jugulis is a flying and a dark type Pokemon, so you potentially could use a dark type sandwich as well in Violet, but flying I know for sure works. And the cool thing about this shiny is, once again, it's a chrome one, so it's very easy to notice. The black body is going to be that steel metal chrome color, so it's going to be very easy for you to get within a sandwich or 2. Of course, with a shiny charm, and doing shiny level 3 is going to increase your odds. And let's move on to our next shiny hunt. And now we're going to be hunting for Iron Treads with a steel type sandwich. And once again, we're doing the long form, which is going to be triple hamburger, and we're going to be using 1 serving of cucumber, 1 serving of pickle, and pretty much any 2 Herba Mystica. And there we go, Sparkling Tidal Encounter level 3 for steel type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. And with a steel type sandwich, we can hunt for Iron Treads. And now Iron Treads, its shiny is going to be a chrome shiny, but the body already is completely chrome. But the big thing is, you got to look at the body and look at the trunk of the Iron Treads. And it's going to be like a light silver color instead of like the current dark metal color. So this one's a little bit harder than the others, but it is still pretty obvious once you actually do see the shiny. And once again, you're getting 15 spawns, so it's going to be relatively easy. So hopefully you get this one within a sandwich or 2. And let's move on to our last shiny hunt. And for our last shiny hunt, we're gonna be making a fairy type sandwich, and this time we're gonna do it the long way, which is gonna be 3 servings of tomato, 1 serving of cucumber, 1 serving of pickles, and pretty much any 2 Herba Mystica combination. And there we go. We have Sparkling Tidal and Counter Power level 3 for fairy type Pokemon and ready to begin this hunt. And with a fairy type sandwich in Pokemon Violet, we're able to exclusively hunt for Iron Valiant here. Now, Iron Valiant, you got to once again pay attention that the fact that these Pokemon do turn off. So the one that is sleeping over there is just turned off. And yes, some of them will fall off, which is pretty funny. The ones that are turned off are obviously not shiny. The shiny for Iron Valiant is going to be once again a Chrome shiny. And this one's going to really stick out easily. So you just got to wait for your 15 spawns to come in and then eventually leave. And you keep coming back and forth until you eventually get your shiny Iron Valiant. This Pokemon's actually pretty good too, so I do recommend it. And also, it's just one of the best Pokemon out there as well. And I actually think I just accidentally despawned the shiny, so you got to be a little bit careful. So, yep, yeah, just got to be a little bit careful with those walkaways and be quicker on the draw than I was right there. So it took us about 7 minutes to get this shiny again, and actually, technically, it's my 3rd one because I did despawn another shiny Iron Valiant while I was trying to get this one. So a lot of good luck. I was just very unfortunate and trying to actually get it myself. But there we go, shiny Iron Valiant. And that is all the Pokemon that you can exclusively shiny hunt here for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Hope this helps you complete all those Paradox shinies and a couple other Pokemon as well. And of course, if this video was helpful for you, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.